Let's get some analysis now. Joining me is Warren Hogan, economic advisor at Judo Bank. Warren, that inflation number in the United States coming in at 5%, the lowest since 2021. Is that encouraging to you?
Yeah, g'day, Kieran. It is pretty good news, but I think the concern is underlying inflation, and this is what all economists and central banks will now be looking at. It strips away the effects in the US case of food and energy and looks at the underlying trend, and that's what's going to tell us about the future. And unfortunately, that was a little stronger. And I think it gives us some insight into what we've got coming here in Australia. The big part of underlying inflation, the sticky, persistent part, is rents. And of course, we all know the story here in Australia, and I think it's going to get worse here. So, look, I think my reading on the US inflation figure is that it's in line with the story you just ran. It's hanging around. It's not getting back to target quickly, and it probably argues for some more rate hikes all around the world, including here.
That probably reinforced today by the jobless number remaining steady for the month at 3.5%.
Yeah, and that's obviously the lowest we've had since before the welfare state was set up in the early 70s, almost 50 years. So we're running an extraordinarily tight labour market. And I think another piece of context is that last month the ABS sort of re-estimated population growth, and we now know that the last 6 months has seen the strongest population growth in Australia since the survey began in 1978. So what's really spectacular about that 3.5% unemployment rate is we're having a surge in population and we're providing jobs for everyone. So the job number itself, the total employment level increased by 50,000, 70,000 full-time jobs. Unemployment is below 4% in just about every state except for Tasmania. That's at 4%. And we're seeing participation at record highs. So this is a report that just really depicts an economy that's really strong, despite the fact that some parts of the economy, like some parts of consumer spending, are softening. People have jobs, and it's a very healthy position.